in miracles. And then later on, we'll do chanting for change. So don't leave us after those lessons are done. I'm TeriAngel, sitting right beside of the amazing Karen Palmer.
Hello.
We're enjoying being together right now for a few days.
Lots of fun.
Yeah. And we had pea soup today, just so all you peas know.
And we were thinking of you while we were eating the pea soup. We were thinking about how grateful we are for our sweet little pea family.
Absolutely. And it had ham in it for you, Charlie. Charlie's a ham that goes in the pea soup.
Yeah, so good by ham. Yeah, my favorite.
We have with us the beautiful Christine Elizabeth. Hi, sweetheart. And hi to Sunny.
Yep.
We have Auntie Jean and Ringo and Harry. Hello, my little sweet ones.
They're not here.
Our little pet peas. And we have Charlie Charming Coons.
Hello, everyone.
Like to tease. So let's take a moment to go into our hearts. Karen's going to lead us there before we get into this discussion tonight.
So let's just take a few moments to slow down the breath. Feel yourself just wide open to being in love's presence, open to experiencing the absolute oneness. Christ's vision is a miracle, and we are Christ's vision. So we are the miracles that we've been waiting for, because we have opened to see with true vision and true perception. And we allow that beautiful energy that is beyond the body's eyes and allows us to see with the eye of love. So we allow that energy, and we bring that energy from our illumined mind, our awakened universal mind, the one mind, and we drop that universal one mind into our heart, letting that universal love take over this name and this form, this body, so that we may hear with the ears behind the ears and see with the eyes behind the eyes and love with the heart, and feel that in the absolute oneness. It comes from far beyond itself, for it reflects eternal love and the rebirth of love which never dies, but has been kept obscure. So we allow the obstacles and the barriers and the illusions of the obscurity to be removed. Christ's vision pictures heaven and harmony, for it sees a world so like to heaven that what God created perfect can be mirrored here. Feel that. Are those the reflections that you're seeing? Let yourself be gentle about what you see. And if they are not what you're seeing, ask that your mind be healed so that you may have a new vision. The darkened glass the world presents can show but twisted images in the broken parts. But the real world shows innocence. all are innocent now. So we'll come back into this moment, just feeling that wonder and that welcome to know that what are the reflections that we're seeing? Are we seeing those reflections of God's love? No matter what the appearances look like, we can ask for Christ's vision. We can ask to see through the eye of love. And then those darkened images start to dissolve, right? They dissolve.
Absolutely.
They dissolve. And so this lesson, we were together for this lesson all day, and we did not value the valueless at all. We only stayed completely focused with what was valuable. And what is valuable is eternal love, eternal presence, eternal joy without an opposite. We had joy. We had joy without an opposite.
Is it eternal?
Yeah.
You know, and that's the only thing to focus on.
Yeah.
If it's eternal.
Is it eternal is the quick question.
Yeah.
If it isn't eternal, there's no reason for us to be even putting any attention on it. And when we know that everything, it doesn't matter what it seems to be, we can see the eternal beyond the temporary with the eye of love. So this lesson, I love this lesson. I love that we are staying in this beautiful, beautiful contemporary contemplation of my mind holds only what I think with God. And I said to Teri, my heart holds only what I feel with love. And that was my new spin on my mind, because sometimes we were talking about how the mind can be a hamster wheel. But when we drop into our heart, my heart feels only what I feel with love. So beautiful.
It truly is. And so Jesus is teaching us valueless, because it will not bring us this discussion today without knowing that's what the insights were saying.
We didn't.
It will only bring us pain and sorrow, sickness and death in the end. Forgiveness is letting go of these thoughts of being separate from the mind of God. Forgiveness is letting go of belief in bodies, of time and space, of differences and uniqueness. And today I will practice opening to the truth. I will practice forgiveness. I will practice letting go of illusions. I will practice letting go of the valueless. I will practice opening to the truth that my mind holds only what I think with God. And wow, what a revelation that we can do that, because we get so caught up in this illusion of the world, of things that are horrible, things that are going bad, the sickness, the illness, the cruelty that people do to one another, instead of going back in our hearts and saying, I'm going to focus only on what my mind is telling me is real, which is the love of God. So I love this lesson review. And when we did the lesson itself, this came out, but I think reviewing it again, it just reinforces this in us, that this is how we can live our life. And, both Karen and I were talking today about how it's so freeing to let go of having to get caught up in all of that craziness. When we let go, we become that happiness, we become the joy, and we don't dwell on the what ifs and, how long am I going to live, or, what might happen next. It's just enjoying the present moment.
Or getting caught up in somebody else's movie.
Other people's expectations.
Other people's movie.
Mm-hmm.
Other people have their own movie that they have put the script to, and now they are playing it out, and they're, interestingly enough, have forgotten that they have written the script.
Yeah, exactly. And thinking also, what are our expectations about others? What do you expect someone to do or be or say? And remembering that's not their script, that's your script. And when they disappoint, when they don't follow your directions, maybe you're not the producer. Maybe you're not the director of their movie. So looking at what those expectations are for others and staying in your own lane. There's my little spiel that I always do. Stay in your own lane. It's your movie that you're involved in, not theirs. So, yeah, this is a really good lesson. So I want to hear, especially from Auntie Jean, I want to hear your thoughts on this today.
Well, okay. First of all, I wish there was a remedial version of this lessons because they are hard for me. The words and the I don't know how to explain it. It's at a high level of understanding. And sometimes I have to go back and reread it and reread it. Now I'm very good. I was very the value what don't value what is valueless and just value what has true value is very understandable to me. Very understandable, and I agree. I love that quote where when you enter heaven, you enter with empty hands and an open mind. And I thought, oh, that's so beautiful. I got to remember that. The part that confuses me a lot is when they're trying to describe forgiveness. I have to admit that may be something that I have to work on because I don't, I guess I still have the illusion of what forgiveness is supposed to be. And I have to throw it aside. I just don't feel like, okay, now I'm not saying I do get angry. There are times when I get upset, but usually I just think about it a minute and realize that I probably got upset at myself for something and it's over, So the forgiveness is just a thing that's there all the time because nobody did anything wrong. So why does anything have to be forgiven? It's just there. So, but the language is so high to me, and I've been to college, guys. The language is so high in some places. I guess because of the way it's written in that, what do they call it? Kind of a poetry style that it's hard for me to understand. I have to keep going back and reading it and reading it and reading it. So I'm making a confession here, I guess. But I really do have to pay more attention to this until it just resonates in my heart. Like, okay, now I understand it.
I think that's why there's so many different versions of it now, Jean. So that we can have something that's more understandable for those that. I have a hard time with the original version, Course in Miracles. And I started over 35 years ago with that original version. Mm-hmm. And we would sit in a group and we're going, what the heck does that mean? So I understand what you're saying. But I also want to just remind you that we have talked about forgiveness this whole year. And what do you assign to that word for a meaning? And that's always the question to ask. because forgiveness it's not about anybody else. It's not about anything that happened. Forgiveness is the release. That is all it is. Think about the Ho'oponopono, how when you say those words, you're freed from any of those feelings that you might have had about whatever it is that you're choosing to focus on. So forgiveness, you can just replace that word with release
Or freedom.
or freedom. Yeah, just releasing. That's all you're doing. So it's not like a priest giving you absolution. It's not about that. It's about finding that freedom, like Charlie said, finding that beautiful release of energy that says, I don't have to dwell on this anymore.
No.
And it's a no thing. And I'm choosing to focus only on what's real, and that's the love of God. And that we have in all of us. We each have that.
This whole thing is about undoing our conditioning and our programming and our ideas about what everything is. It's helping us to, we don't have to understand. It says right in the very beginning when they're explaining why we're doing the lessons, we don't have to understand these lessons. All we have to do is do them.
Mhm.
And when we do them, the one who is the intellectual one who is trying so hard to get something is the false self. It's the false self who is trying to be the good student. It's the false self who is trying to get. It's the false self is a getting mechanism. It's a getting device. It's all about, what do I get from this? What am I getting? Why am I spending time on this? What am I getting? What's in it for me? Instead of giving, which is when we're in spirit and when we're learning the lessons as a happy learner, there's no resistance. We're just like, oh, okay.
Mhm.
And okay, I can let that go. And then that's just basically, we get to choose in that moment. Am I going to get anything from this, or am I going to let myself be given all that has been given to me?
It's interesting. My card for today told me I needed to be the student today.
A happy and a happy learner.
I love that.
Yeah, a happy learner. I'm trying to be a passerby myself.
Yeah.
I was saying that to Teri today. This is my new achievement in life, is going to be a passerby. I want to be a nobody. I'm done being a somebody.
I like Pam's title.
You are somebody. You're God's son.
Yeah, I'm a happy and joyful every day, and I work on my blessings every day. And eat.
Oh, beautiful.
And my plant too, I water by twice a day too outside.
Yeah.
Good. You
Pam,
water plants twice a day?
Yeah.
Pam's title is
Maybe I'm not watering my plants enough.
the title for the Pam's book is "Joy is My Mission, Source is My CEO," and the skinny in there is from Sheldon and Penny at a Big Bang Theory.
No way.
Yeah, they provide a perfect example of the course maximum. The perception is learned, selective, unstable, and in other words, perception is the eye of the beholder. Take Penny's tattoo. In one episode, Sheldon asks Penny, "Why do you have a Chinese character for soup tattooed on your right buttock?" Hence, Penny answers back, "It's not soup, it's courage." And it says, "It's impossible to look at anything or anyone without seeing our own personal interpretation. Is it soup? Is it courage? Only forgiveness supplies the correct answer. So there's your pea soup from today, and Auntie Jean's forgiveness.
It's so funny because we were talking about Sheldon and Penny today.
We were, yeah, a different scenario, but
Yeah, we were talking
Same
about how how silly we are sometimes with thinking that we're going to get something and we have to give a present, like somebody gives us a present. He was giving a present because she had given him a present, and he wanted to make sure that it was equally as good as her present.
Yeah.
And we were laughing at how silly that is, and how we, it's so universally acceptable though that's how we do things.
yeah.
But watching it on a sitcom, you really laugh at it because you think, oh my God, because she was getting him a napkin that Leonard Nimoy had wiped his mouth on. And so that Sheldon was like this amazing thing. So he was trying to overload her with beautiful baskets filled with all kinds of stuff, and he kept throwing these baskets at her, and it's just not enough. It's never enough. It's never going to be enough to replace what you have given me. I want to, it's just so funny how we do that.
It's funny too because we see ourselves in it and we laugh at it. Because I know I was caught up in that too, Oh, well, we got to give them something of equal value. Wow.
Yeah. We think like that. We do think stuff like that.
No. In fact,
we were talking about that. My husband and I, for our anniversary, used to always one up each other, always trying to, but I got something better than I got this one. I got this. And it was always a funny thing. Like, and I didn't realize it, but then when I saw it in Sheldon and Penny, I was like, oh my gosh,
that's a real thing.
That's why we
the synchronicities.
Yeah, the synchronicity. So, all right. So we're
on the next one.
Going into our next lesson for tomorrow. We're back with my mind holds only what I think with God. Or my heart feels only what I feel with love. Whichever you like to choose.
I'm fighting with Karen's computer.
And then the lessons are 135. If I defend myself, I am attacked. And 136. Sickness is a defense against the truth.
How do I move your computer?
It's all right. We're going into chanting. We don't have to put that up.
This one.
By the way, Sunday's my anniversary, so I may not make it Sunday.
Because you'll be trying to up your presents.
Present. Ron, and I bought my own present. I bought 2 new beds for the puppies and 2 new collars.
Oh, what a sweet anniversary present.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
What is it? Sunday, you said?
Sunday.
Okay.
Oh, happy anniversary. How many years did you say? 58.
Wow.
That's a huge accomplishment.
That's special.
2 more and we'll be 60.
Yeah.
Wow.
Big celebration.
Yeah. We don't really celebrate that much. We just enjoy the day.
There you go.
That's celebrating.
That is celebrating.
Enjoying the day is a way to celebrate.
Hands to the music.
We've been enjoying the day, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
Celebrating every second.
Yeah, walking around this little town of Solvang. It's amazing here. Yeah. If y'all haven't been, you need to come to Solvang.
I do. I want to come.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Danish Disneyland.
It is Danish Disneyland. It is Danish Disneyland. I also call it Slovang because everything slows down here.
Oh, I love that. love
It's very
that.
peaceful. It's a very peaceful
It is,
experience.
yeah.
You can see it in the people, the contentment in people.
Very content.
Everybody's just, and everybody gets along. It's like, to me, this is the prototype of what's possible for our world, because there's all different nationalities,
Yes.
there's all different cultures, and everybody's getting along.
Yeah.
That's great.
Just love.
Mm-hmm.
No judgment.
Yeah, I don't know exactly why we have. It's like a portal.
It is.
People walk in and they
Yeah.
act. They start being nice to each other.
It's a portal of peace. I love that. Yeah, we're going to go to where we did the land blessing 2 years ago.
Yeah,
And we're going to visit that area.
yeah. See,
And we're going to go see the ostriches.
yeah, tomorrow we have another play date.
There's an ostrich farm coming into Solvang.
Fun.
Yeah.
Don't get too close. They kick.
Not only do they kick, I saw one years ago, like
too.
very long time ago, and it tried to take the ring off my finger.
Yeah.
They like bling.
Oh, do they?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yep, they do like bling.
Well,
They're just playful.
They are playful.
They're totally
Right,
playful.
so how do I move this up to get
believe
the
it or not, I've seen ostriches.
We're going to the.
We're going up to Chanting for Change. Right there.
All right.
Yay. And then we need to go down to get the first chant.
Our first chant is Gum Ganapati.
I found that all by myself. Nobody showed me.
Uh-huh.
Did I was so proud of you, Jean.
Do you want it?
So
bad?
this is where we go into the chanting part, and chanting for change that we want to see in the world. That's why we call it that. And we started out envisioning doing this for 40 days, and you'll hear later how many days it's been. So stick. And our first chant, Om Gangana Pataye Namaha. Karen, tell us about that.
All right. So this is where we are going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together. And beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number. And then beautiful TeriAngel will lead us in our short meditation for freedom. And then we'll go into our second chant. So we declare that all obstacles be removed. Om
Gana Pataye
Namaha.
We declare that all barriers, conflicts, and violence be removed.
Om Gana Pataye Namaha.
We declare that all illusions and illness be removed.
Om Gana
Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Gan Ganapataye Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Gan Ganapataye Ganapataye Namaha.
Om Gan
Om
Ganapataye
Ganapataye
Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan
Ganapataye Namaha.
Let's all breathe into our hearts, feeling the energy of freedom. Freedom from letting go of any perceived obstruction, any barrier, any obstacle, any person or experience anything that we in our minds think keeps us from our true being, from our higher self, letting that go. And this chant just really confirms that, yeah, they're not there, they're not real. Staying only in the love that's in our heart. That's the only thing that's real. And realizing that, we can then open up to all those miracles. Miracles are happening every moment of every day. And let's open our eyes to them. Let's open up to possibilities. And we do that by just letting go and letting the miracle flow. And we're going to chant this next chant. And we're so happy that our miracle Marlene is here. And Mary Crincoli, thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for being here to really bring in more love into our world. So this next chant is bringing in the miracles. Karen, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
And Mary wishes you a happy anniversary, Auntie Jean.
Aw, thank you, Mary.
So this is where we're going to chant 3 times slow, and then we'll chant 108 times all together as our beautiful family. Beautiful Auntie Jean will let us know when we get to that magic number, and then beautiful TeriAngel will lead us in the next part of our session. So we declare that all are accepting, aligning, allowing, and awake. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all are happy and healthy. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We declare that all live in peace and harmony and are open and ready to receive miracles. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Nam
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam Myoho Renge Kyo,
Renge Kyo.
Let's gather back into our hearts again, breathing in right to the very core of who you are, which is love. We're going to work with that love. First, we're going to honor God. We do this 3 and with holding that love and your heart. And then to our brain, where heart, brain, and connect with that love out on assignment into our world. So join us, if you would, by taking in that deep breath into your heart center. Let's begin the chanting of Om. Om.
I think they froze.
That you can
He froze, ladies.
They've been going in and out. Yep, they're gone.
And they're gone. Well, do you want to continue or? Okay.
Now we
Let's
send,
continue and then they can come back in.
Then
yeah, so I'm going to send
Let's
that
go
peace.
deep. Let's go deep into our heart now. Deep, deep to that beautiful place where peace resides in all of us. And in that place, we're going to bring in love. The love from our Creator, the love from each other, and the love that's in the world for all of us who know that we are one of the whole.
Letting the love go and knowing that it's bringing forth an energy of more peace in our world. Om Shanti Shanti.
Shanti.
Om
Om
peace.
peace.
Peace, peace.
Peace.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone who participated tonight. And every night we have a declaration that we do. And our declaration is up on the screen for all to see. And let's see if our Charles will guide us in leading this tonight.
Yes, this is something we do every night, and we're doing this for 1,102 days now. And what it is we declare that there is peace on earth, because deep down inside of us, we know there is. And we declare that that peace begins inside of us. So we're going to say that as we count down. 3, 2, 1.
We
We
declare that
there
there is peace on earth,
and
and
we
we declare
declare
that peace begins inside of us.
And so it is.
always.
Ever and ever.
Amen.
Amen. And like I said, it's 1,102 days now. We've been doing this as a group known as the
Peace for peace.
And everyone is a P here. We have Marlene and Mary online who are the P's, and we have Teri who's a P, and Karen who's a P, and Charlie's a P, and Chris and Sunny are P's, and I'm Auntie Jean and I'm a P too. So since we have all of us and a lot more peace all over the world, we do have peace on earth. So I want to ask you, wouldn't you like to be a P too? Oh, that was awful. Wouldn't you like to be a P too? I'm just going to say it from now on instead of trying to
No,
sing.
it's so adorable.
No, you are so cute.
So
Well,
sweet when
anyway,
you
if
sing.
Gracie were here, she would be singing what, Chris? What would she be singing?
Hill to wife, town of Chanting, and peace of Finkeln or some with that.
Absolutely. And she would say in a very loud voice,
Be
be
kind.
Yeah.
Thank you. We love you all.
Kindness matters.
It does.
All righty.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for being here tonight. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. And we leave you with
Namaste,
y'all.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
morning, good
Good night,
evening,
Marlene.
good
Good night,
Mary.
Gracie. Wherever
Night,
you are.
Gracie. Night,
Bye,
Mary.
everyone. Bye, Marlene. Bye, Mary.
Bye.
Okay. So you want to end it?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We end.